I've got the Ghost.
Same.
Aero for me.
Me too. Aero.
Yeah, me as well.
I want to try and get an aero before the top of the climb so we can use it to sprint back on.
They just stretch in at the front, 5.5 to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just sort of go over the top of it and see what happens.
No big chase, Piglet. They're not immediately kicking or anything.
Yeah, all good.
All right, give it 30 seconds, see what they do. Ghosted.
Who's Ghost?
It's Ghost. Yeah, I've got him. Red smoke.
He's behind you, Greg.
Yeah.
He's up to the back. Come to the back to the pack, Greg, so that the guys chasing don't get a draft. He's up. He's up. That's it. All right, I'm going to fake attack. I'm going to go to the front and press my Ghost, and then go to the back of the group.
Okay.
No real response here.
They didn't take the bait. They're probably fucked already from
Which
Piglet's
one is
attack.
Chris
Yeah,
Paul?
same. Chris Paul.
Yeah,
He's the one in the
got
back, I think.
Okay,
He's got steering.
burn your
Australia's got
Ghost.
steering.
Burn your Ghost.
I just do a little soft attack here, just see what happens.
Nice one, Kyle.
I'm just asking Casper. He was the one who sorted it, so he was the one who actually said it originally.
All right, Nick, I'm pressing go live on my stream.
I've been locked the whole time, mate. I've got 0 viewers, so it's not a problem.
See if we can get a super tuck here, Piglet.
Only 51 in a minute.
How you feeling, Piglet?
Yeah, not too bad. Chest is a bit effed, but
Just-
feel okay.
Just ease up.
I think we'll be all right.
Ease up. Try and fall back into the group before this climb.
Yeah, good momentum.
They'll try and chase you down too, which will be which is good.
How fresh is Greg going to be on this climb with Piglet doing all these attacks?
Do we have a plan for the castle? Or are we just still chilling?
We can
We
do
could
it.
all push it over the top maybe after it's finished.
Let them all get to the front here, then we'll push through as it goes up the hill.
It's because I'm too heavy, Ben.
So we're going to push, right?
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah,
a little push,
push.
nothing crazy, just soften their legs up.
Yeah.
All right, start pushing through now. One of them's doing ginger anyway.
Push them anyway.
Little gap for two of them at the back. Just keep pushing over the top till it goes negative.
Losing two of them.
Awesome. Yeah.
That Lagerman, he's their best rider as well.
Right, it's worth riding now, I think.
Yep, hard, hard, hard.
Yeah. So Chris pulls off the back.
Game over.
There we go. 10 seconds on that one climb alone. Brilliant.
No complacency. He's strong. We're together now. And I'm
I think he's got. I think this meanie has 4.7 on the climb for 5 minutes. So I think with Greg and Pig have about 5.6 maybe.
Yeah, Paul's given up, 2.3.
Eight down, one to go.
Coming through.
Make sure we stay all together.
Do you want me to do a little pull on the front, Piglet?
No,
See you
take yourself to the gravel.
Yeah, recover now, so we can stay with this rider for the climb.
At this right tempo.
Stay at the back car.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I was just getting outside it for 2 seconds.
Get him to go off the Piglet.
Yeah, I'm totally dropping, so it's just sheer momentum.
As always. All right,
That's a good
Piglet,
start,
you got to
boys.
go. We're just going to sit on his wheel.
Just let him
I can't remember. That poor guy.
Make him do the work if he wants to catch people.
I want to apologise in the back.
Stay back, guys. Good. Get off the front.
Just be aware if we do too much antics, they can close that gap. It's only 3 versus.
Yeah, the client's coming up soon. They'll be fucked by the time they get there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
just
ain't
closed
happening.
it like 4 seconds.
Yeah, but just let the rider try and chase Piglet and waste his watts, okay? Go at the front,
Yeah.
let the rider try and chase.
No.
Because we're going to
I'm
stay
not
with
even
him on the
spinning.
climb. Off the front, everyone.
I mean, they're closing like a freight train.
We're right, just get off the front, make the rider in second place, chase.
Just don't panic, boys. The climb will sort the shit out. Easy.
Yeah, they've got to go hard
Just
to the
focus
climb.
on the climb. Right. 4-minute effort.
Can I go a little bit harder on the climb then, yeah?
Oh yeah.
When we get to the steep section, tack across.
Okay.
Come and join. I'm lonely.
That'll probably make him push as well.
Yep, sit on his wheel. We just need top 2 positions, that's all we need. We don't need to get top 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if Paul chases back, we still flog them in points. Steady up, guys. Just don't pull Meany up the climb. We don't need to. If you're going to go hard, make sure you break Meany.
Yeah, either punch through or sit on him.
Sit on his wheel here and then punch through on the next kicker if you want. Fucking burritos.
Well done, Greg. Great effort, mate.
Good work, guys. All right. Just wait till we get to the... Oh, Nick's going. Kyle, don't chase. Or chase like fuck. All right, there's a big gap. Piglet and Greg, you can ease up now. Rejoin. Make one group. Ease up, Greg and Piglet. Create one group. Meany's not going to catch them. Don't think so, Peter.
Well done, Greg. Really good, mate. We'll just chill now. Let the boys come over.
He's 10 seconds behind us.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just keep the gap to 30 seconds. Don't let it drop below that. Recover now.
Once you two boys get on, Nick and Kyle, me and Greg will work in like 1 minute turns. You can just sit on, so just press down to the descent. Bruno style, super tap.
I should change my jersey and help out the Sisu boys. See if I can get this rider dropped.
Okay, we're on. Drop.
Yeah, nice.
I'll just use my momentum. Come through when you can.
Yeah, I'll come through and I'll go off at 17 minutes.
Guys,
I've used my ghost there. I'd rather have a quick aero in this.
I'll go till 17:30 if that's okay, Greg.
17:30, okay.
top 5.
It's not too hard because the boys have worked quite hard there.
All right, we're averaging 4 watts a kilo. Problem for these guys is they can't attack me because I need all their riders to keep working.
Okay,
So I've
great.
got the perfect sit.
Wait until 19 minutes, Piglet, yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
Make sure you wave to the crowd, guys.
So nothing crazy on these lumps. Just steady up as a group.
Just using my ghost, trying to get an aero.
Yeah, I know, Pete. I ride boring. This is what I do. I'm going to average less watts per kilo than Piglet, aren't I?
You watch, he's attacking us.
I'm going to save my aero. Probably. David, he's probably killing himself. This is one of the few times I don't really want to come through on the front on this climb. Try and go as easy as possible here. I don't want to do second wheel.
That's off the 19.
There goes one rider.
Yeah, just coming through now. Piglet
Last time
till
we done the
20.
doors,
I got the front.
we've done the doors.
All right,
Just
stop.
in, that's all you got to do. Nice and easy.
All right, what's the tactics, guys? I think we can win from here.
Yeah, we should be alright, let's be honest.
You got any ideas, Kyle?
Time to go to Piglet.
All right, who's going to win the burrito race?
Not me.
Not me.
Sounds like Nick and Greg are going to race for the stream. I've had viewers all around the world tune in for this. Pete's bored. The chasing reads Bologna 3 times up the climb. Race in a few hours. David. Someone's breathing harder than me, that's for sure.
Okay. Greg's on to 21. 21:30.
So, like, I'll just use my momentum, mate, and then you come through.
Okay. Okay.
Should be doing this race, Jesse. And get Piglet and Greg to smash it, and then yell at Kyle
Sorry, I
and Nick.
didn't mean to usurp you. I just
Tell
noticed
them
I
to
was on the
fucking
front.
go or get off the front.
Stuff.
That was the most intense part of the race, was telling them, stop pulling that rider off.
What, 22:30.
Yeah, I'm good for that.
At least it's a race day, but I thought it might be a time trial, 3 laps of ball on you. Fucking hell. It's a shame I can't bring the stream live now. Still got that 5-minute delay.
Nice and steady up it.
I am dying. I'll be honest.
That's all right, no more than 6. We'll focus on getting speed back on the other side.
Sounds easy. I'm doing no more than 4.
Cheers, man.
I'm a team player here. This win is thanks to my teamwork.
Someone's got to mark the group, ain't they?
These races are great, Carl. We should set more of these up. All I can hear is Carl dying.
I am totally going.
Right, I'm off spin off.
Yeah, Piglet coming through now.
This is hilarious.
Till 24, hopefully.
Piglet's just drilling Carl.
If you want to go on the climb, chaps, crack on and I'll just try and make sure I win my own battle.
No, we're all good, as we are.
Oh, here's a draft down here. I mean, the super tuck down here. Get back on.
Go on, FJ, you've got one, mate.
I thought they were going to tackle it harder than that. I thought I was going to super tuck.
Go on, chaps, I've let you down here. Totally going.
Absolute nonsense, absolute nonsense. You're with us, you're with us, you're with us.
Come on, squeeze on.
Don't let-
Till you're back in.
Don't let eBay so you get dropped, Carl.
I'll put back in.
They'll make you do another test.
Okay.
We're back in.
25:30.
I'm not staying behind you from now on. So if you drop, I drop. Because you're not going to drop.
You got to,
Yeah, me too.
you got a minute on them, guys. Hold hands and roll the line, sing Kumbaya.
I can't.
Just don't
I
get,
can't keep holding.
just don't get
I don't know
COVID
the
for
words.
Piglet.
Come on, Carl. 8 minutes, that's all you got to do. Okay. Right to the negative, it'll come back to you then.
I'm
Just
going,
over here,
Carl.
then under there.
I've got to stop pretending I'm Carl. I'm trying to push on.
I should have sat with Ben.
Yeah, you were, I was saying, sit behind Carl, just sit behind him. And what did you do? You went chasing Nick.
He had too much of a bonus, didn't he?
Go on, chaps. Go on, chaps. Honestly,
Just don't quit.
I won't quit. I just can't keep that book.
Yeah, everyone's going to your stream, Nick, to see the burrito race.
Do you want me to drop back with Kyle?
No, you got to
crack on,
race.
mate. You make sure.
You got to race. This is a club champs, the weekly club championships. If you win, you get to mute Kyle for a week. Good pace here, guys. There's Kyle.
Nuts.
No, man, but you gotta keep going. What am I gonna do, quit? That's not an option. You gotta keep on keeping on. Life's a garden, dig it? You make it work for you. You never give up, man. That's my philosophy. You hear that in there?
Come on, Kyle. Paul's using his steering, but I don't care. Makes no difference now.
Keep going, Carl. Nice done.
Cheers, mate.
Got strong.
We've got to lose his draft. And then get super tuck. Come on. I couldn't quite get 56. That's okay.
Wherever you want to go, every man for himself. Like,
If anyone wants the BS points,
Wait for me.
Up against EWS.
yeah, it's your first time, Greg. You should win.
that seems fair to me. I should come to
You have to. We both go high on this course, and then we'll decide who's going to win.
There's no reason to do this, is there? I'm just going to let the other guy go. He's got steering. There's no point trying to TT to the finish. We got this one.
He's disappeared off my leaderboard.
No, hit Ghost. He's been using steering and Ghost at this then. It don't matter. They had one less rider than us. Don't worry about complaining about it. But still, when you say don't use steering and then you use steering.
Yeah, exactly. It's a minor incident, isn't it?
Yeah, makes no difference to the result. If it made a difference, then yeah, but we smashed it.
You could have 2 wins from 2 here, Nick.
I could if these boys sit up, but they shouldn't, so I won't.
So free for all now then.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Get it, guys. Well done.
Oh, Pickett's gone.
Someone just said that he's nuts.
I'm not sure whether it dropped, so I've got to watch my power at this time. Where's Nick? He's ghosted.
Well done, chaps. Probably deserved.
Probably not perfect. We'll have a chat about it later. Well done, guys.
Kyle, remember to sit up at the end, mate? You know what me and Ben told you to sit up last time we did this race? Sit right up, let them all come through.
My guy didn't stop in time by like 2 metres.
He just clicked.
Bastard.
He was
He
sorry.
failed.
Hey, what's sorry?
Boys, I'm going to meet painting down here. All of my electronics are getting soaked. Bye, bye, bye. Well done.
See ya.
Cheers, mate. Well done.
Ciao, ciao, mate. Well done.
Super tuck.
Keep going, Carl.
Can I super tuck here?
Well done, chaps.
Maybe not.
I'm just chilling now.
How long to go?
I'm only 200 metres, mate. I've got 20 seconds, so... Well done, guys.
Yeah, nice.
The fitness let me down there.
Should be doing an hour's warm-up before, Carl.
Hit him hard here.
The thing is, Greg, I'm only good for an hour, so if I use it all on the wall, I'm broken. Can't even go straight out, as you can see at the minute. Jeez. Do you know, I felt great on the climb, which is why when I come across, I thought, I feel great here, this is easy.
Little
And
draft.
then as you got into the corkscrew, as you're going under the little corkscrew, I was like, I can't drop that now. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, it's lumpy, isn't it? The little lumps kill your legs off that climb.
Yeah. Well done, guys, that was...
You did what I said though, which would be load up the front, get in the front group, and then you can do what you fancy, you see.
Yeah.
Whereas if you save, I quote, save energy later on, it's no good.
The guy by himself just didn't know what to do, did he?
Yeah,
Stuck in no
exactly.
man's land.
Yeah. It's funny, the attack that broke them, it started by them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we all went with it, they got gapped, and then they were gone.
But
I
they
was that
attacked
last
up
rider
the,
when they attacked.
They were attacked up the corkscrew, I think, so they went off the front, and we went over the top or whatever, and then I think we did brakes over Bray or something, and I just saw 2 or 3 of them off the back, and then it was unbelievable.
They went ginger before we did.
Yeah, that's why I was
They
saying
went.
watch what they do first. Let them use their watch.
Yeah. Because you get sucked up that despite everyone going ginger. You don't need to go ginger for the first half, do you? The momentum just keeps you in.
I was trying to stay at the back on it, and I accidentally got to the front.
Yeah.
Well, not the first time I did it, but the second time.
Still going, Ben?
I've done.
You got to get in the chasing tour now, haven't you?
Yeah, in 2.5 hours. But that was it. If you look at my graph.
Jeez.
What is it? That's and it's Bologna, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a race, so at least I can cruise in a group.
Oh, it's not the time trial. That's good.
Yeah, I was a bit worried when I saw time trial, but that's the course, not the actual race.
Well, that was great. That was it was a nice change.
Oh, jeez.
Was it
It's
really a
great form.
change?
It's
You were
Chris
still.
Paul, he's normally really good.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a change? But you're just chasing
Yeah,
Piglet the whole time, like always.
Yeah, right.
It was basically
As well.
it was basically the Sunday race with you and Piglet swapping turns.
Those races will get a lot harder like that still.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Once you get in the top 10
I mean,
ish or
it was a
8.
good introduction for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were ranked 9th, they were, so we technically got to 9th unless somebody else has raced somebody that's higher and leapfrogs them, so we should technically be in the top 10 now. But
Oh, it sounds.
we have got an easy, I'd say, I'm probably doing them this service, but Sisu are probably better. They got a race on Monday
I
against
can't
that
even-
chunky chasers.
I haven't even bothered reading the
And
chat
then,
because even if I respond, it's
we've
like
been
5
actually
minutes late.
challenged, although it's weird.
I appreciate
I suppose it's harder when you get to the top of the table because you just want to say race somebody different. But that dirty beast, you know that dirt team, the beast. It's got like that squirrel and that Greg Miller and that. I think it is. They won a race a week Monday, I think.
Yeah, go for it.
So how do the points
I'm
work?
not- Say again, sorry, mate.
How do the points work then in a race? Is it just like it's
So
just
it's
finishing
just-
points, right?
It's just finish line, yeah. That's why they're quite short, these races, and you can race them as often as you want them. So it's like so it's 10 people, and the points go from top to bottom 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the end of the race, they get added up. So you'll probably get like 34 versus 22, and then you win.
Oh, okay.
Then the team that wins, you
Oh, right,
leapfrog. You basically take the place of the team that was above you, unless other teams race each other and they race somebody above them, and you get knocked down and stuff, if you know what I mean. So there's no like sprint points or anything like that.
So there's no point in challenging a team lower than you, is there? You just like always
No. So
challenge.
you don't. You can't challenge your team lower than you. You can only challenge a team above you. But you have to. That's why there's so many races really, because you get challenged and you can't really turn it down unless it's just on a day that you're unavailable or something. But it's got to be obviously fair. So you get challenged from below,
Yeah.
but then you've got to challenge from above. So to move up, you need to challenge, but then you've got to sort of race the teams that want to challenge you, and it's it's quite hard because you get tapped quite a lot, and you're like, nah, sorry, let's get this one race out of the way. So I've got 3 lined up at the moment. So it's a bit late.
It was good. If you've got any more coming up, I'll be in for it.
Yeah, well, I'm away next weekend. I was going to actually ask, particularly for you and Ben. I was going to, obviously, you've got one on the Monday against that Dirty Beast. It's weird saying it and chunky chasers, but I was going to ask if people wanted me to arrange one next week. I'm not here, but I know Tobias will probably do it. You'll do it, Greg. Piglet will probably be in, Ben probably, and then it's just one more. So,
I'm free most weekends. So.
yeah, I'll put up. There's actually more people available on the weekend than I thought. To be fair, I think most teams are available. I'll tag the league and see if anybody fancies racing. I think you've got like Coalition, Venturi, which is like the level velo team. Yeah, but now we're 9th, we'll be able to challenge the team that 4th. I don't know who they are.
Nice.
There's also, I don't know too much about it, but there seems to be like once a month, the first week or the last week or something, a specific, once there was like just gravel theme, another time it was like longer, so 90 minutes. So we did, I want to say that we did Surrey Hills with a bespoke finish at the top, which was, and you can imagine horrendous when you're head to head. You don't want to be out the road because you've got an hour doing God knows what.
Right. You did race
But
your Swifters though, Piglet.
Yeah, SZ. Fuck me, that was.
They
hard.
They do actually want to do. You say about a theme. I think they sort of tie it into what's going on in the world. So.
So funny.
They want to do like a Halloween theme.
Because I can't really
race,
talk
like
to
on
the
a
chat because you
dark
guys are 5
circuit
minutes behind.
I don't know. They're
I'm
going
still
about
reading
trying to do something like that. So.
But then it's like I got the
that
radio
probably ties into that, and then I'm sure there'll be a Christmas
and Carl on
something. So.
the Piglet and Carl podcast.
Yeah, so you can mix it up.
Yeah, it's Discord chat. Thanks for having me here.
Cheers, Greg.
Yes,
Good to meet you,
Greg.
mate.
Cheers, Greg.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, cheers, cheers, mate. Cheers, Ben. Cheers, Carl.
Good fun. Have a good day.
Take it easy, Tim. Bye-bye.
It's so funny. It's
Yeah.
like having the podcast on in my ears because I'm not really talking with you because I'm reading the chat, but I can't respond to the chat because they're 5 minutes behind.
Yeah. Speak ahead of my to the future.
Yeah, I don't know where they
Listen
were.
to you, Ben, about ahead of myself, Ben.
Yeah, well, from what I could see, I was watching my sprint and I was typing in the chat, "Go Ben," but I'm not sure if I was actually on the live part.
Oh, it's just. I just kept losing your draft when you was like sitting because it was so lumpy. You know that when you said only 6 up here, 6 felt like 600.
You should
You
should watch the stream, Carl. I was getting so cranky at you and Nick. I was like, "Get the fuck off the front!"
I know.
You're pulling him.
One time when you said when you was like, "Right, don't stay off the front," and I went to the front. I apologised because that was genuinely momentum. But
And then
then
you
there was
got-
other times where he was like, "Get off the front."
Yeah, then you got on the front again.
And I was literally doing like 0.8. And I was like, "I'm trying."
Because the thing was, because he was struggling severely. Like I was just going so slow, but I was like, either bugger off or get off the front. Don't just pull him up the club.
He didn't make defeat in the end, didn't you? It was like, if you're going to go, just sprint.
Yeah, I was like,
punch.
just go.
But I wasn't expecting Nick to go, so that's why I went. But I was already committed then. I mean, that was my biggest effort, and that was 980 watts.
Well, that's the thing.
So
Once
I was
once it went, it was great because then he basically, well, if I was in his position, I just would have quit. But it was just like, well, fuck.
I just can't believe. I don't want to do him a disservice, but I consider because there were like 2 A pluses and A, and I think even the B's quite strong. I think he's got better numbers than me. I'm not saying I'm strong, but he's got better numbers than me.
I'm pretty certain he just lost. Well, they just lost a bit of They're just like, Pete, what's the point? Once Piglet and Greg went off, because then once we went over the climb and he started steering out of the, so I couldn't draft him. He put in good numbers, but I think as I was saying at the beginning of the race, they put big efforts in, and then we were quite fresh because we were just sitting in their draft. That's the thing with these pack dynamics. You don't realise how much effort other people are putting in at the front, because it can be really easy if you're sitting in the right spot.
If you can put some at the front, like just to make them work a bit, it's an extra 1 watt per kilo, isn't it? Also.
Yeah, and when you buggered off the road, Piglet, and then they were trying to pull it back. For us, we're like, oh, this is easy, but you're putting a big effort.
Yeah.
And then they're putting a big effort in. So for us, we're like, oh no, this is fine. When's the race start? And then, as you said, we went up the castle. They were going quite hard down the hill to try and catch Piglet. So Piglet was, they're basically smashing it down the hill. So we're just sitting in the draft doing nothing. And then we're fresh for the climb. So they basically had 2 efforts to our 1.
Yeah. We're just adding fatigue, and then once it matters, once
Yeah,
you go uphill, you can't hide.
You just got to lose that 5%, and you get dropped first, and that means you lose a draft, and it's game over.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, of course, as soon as we drop a couple, then we go harder. So,
Yes.
Because we went so hard up that little punch, I was pretty buggered, but I was just like, no, I've got to get it to the front to keep this momentum going. If we had to do another one of those, I would have been dropped.
Yeah, you just got to see when the moment is and then put the knife in.
Yeah, as soon as they get 2 seconds off, you just got to go. Otherwise, if they get back, then you've got to work extra hard again to do it, to make that happen.
Yeah, exactly. Get in their heads a bit.
You guys smashed it. It was when you kicked Piglet, it was like, we free for all now then, guys. And then you kicked and all I heard was Greg under his breath was like, that's just ridiculous.
It was funny when Greg and Piglet were away, and there was this one rider with you, me, and Nick, and I was like, "What are we doing? We can just cruise. Like, it doesn't matter where we finish
Yeah,
now. We've won."
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you and Nick
I-
are like, "I've got to go hard now." I was like, "Okay, good luck, guys."
You are right though. It was just me because I saw him closing the gap, and I was just like, yeah, I know it didn't matter, and I should have
But
just been
it's-
like, just leave
but
it. You're clearly not fit enough.
But it's
I
a
was like,
KFJ program,
I
isn't
gotta
it?
go. I just don't want him to close it. So yeah, I am. That was a bit silly, but
Good training.
Greg's got to meet Piglet, and he's got COVID as well. That's the thing.
luckily it didn't actually affect any legginess.
Yeah.
Maybe
They feel all right.
maybe tomorrow you might feel it.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's quite frustrating actually because them power ups were useless for that course. Well, not to say useless, the race didn't quite because of the way it was. They were just both kind of useless, weren't they?
I think looking back, when I threw after Piglet did his attack and they brought it back, and then I threw the ghost to see if they'd try and attack to try and catch me, but they just sat there. It could have been an indication they're like, stuff it, I'm buggered.
Yeah, you made it obvious by just going to the front with a little bit of speed and then pressing it. So as if to say you were doing that tactic. So
Yeah, I was trying to telegraph it to see. Otherwise, if I do it and no one notices, then there's no point, is it?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you disappear at the back and then reappear at the back.
It was actually really hard to slow down. Like, basically, I stopped pedaling, and when I came back, I was just in the middle of the group. So you don't want to have. If you have any momentum, you're still going to pop up in front of the group.
Yes. Yeah.
Jeez, that was I died a bit then, guys. That was. quite rough.
You should watch my stream back. I'm just sitting there having like a diesel down ride, and you're like,
I was trying so hard to carry on, but you just know when the end's in sight, and we had the climb to come because we did that kicker before where Piglet said, "Well, ease up here, just 6." I honestly, my heart just went because I thought he was going right. Guys, let's just ease off slightly. You went right, just easier, do 6. And then I saw the climb. I was like, I just cannot go up there at 6. But then I was like, I got to the top, and there was only like 9 seconds or something. I was thinking, I could have stayed in there. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, that climb, you just got to hit that first bit hard, and then it's really drafty. So it's a really frustrating climb.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating because it feels like it's a lot bigger than it really is, because you come up the other direction from a lot lower down.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's only about a minute and a half, isn't it, or something?
It's only really 20-second effort, and then it's all super fast and drafty after that, isn't it?
Yeah, like if you can just, because it's like little kickers, and then if you can get over the top of the kicker at the back, you get a little bit of momentum because you've got the draft, which then builds your speed into the kicker. So if someone's at the front, they've got to push on so much harder just to try and break you. So it is pretty hard when people are smashing it in the tiny races, and the shit kickers, it's not so bad.
Yes.
Even in the tiny races, even the tiny races. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's you've got to be pretty slow to get dropped on that compared to the top guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was...
So you ready for?
That was good fun. I really
Are you
enjoyed
doing
that.
it? Are you going to challenge a team for tonight now, Carl?
Well, I will train. I will get one for next weekend. I'll start the wheels and but what I'll do is I'll check the availability and just put a couple of teams out. I mean, Piglet does his research, doesn't he? So I'll say, who do you want to challenge? Let him go to his what's per kilo table and go
It was quite funny when Greg's commented, or was it Tavius, about how many races you're doing. I'm like, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till Kyle gets to his 3 races a day.
I was I've ripped myself off on Thursday really doing them 2 races because the first one I went solo from the first lap, although I wasn't B, but I mean I did it in the B's, but just went solo. So I thought I'll do that for a duel. Then my duel was terrible. Had a strop, and then obviously did the second one, but it was okay because my duels were much closer. So
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you calibrate.
And the fucking right length on the bloody cranks.
yeah. Well, I didn't think they mattered. Because me, Scott and David got another chat, and I was like, "Look, before I look an idiot, does it matter?" And Scott was like, "No, it shouldn't do." I think was it Scott? It could be somebody else.
Yeah,
Probably
I don't know if
David
he was
taking the
saying
piss.
something he didn't.
I think you're right, Piglet. I think, because it's been so long since I've ridden with them the wrong way around. I was thinking, I was trying to remember, I think if I rode with 175s, but I had it at 172, I had less watts. And I was like, I thought I was smashing myself. I didn't do very good watts. So I think I think it would have overread, but the thing is you didn't calibrate them, so it made no difference anyway. You could have been.
Well, this is where it kind of differs, because I thought you had to calibrate them when you move from bike to bike. I mean, I should do anyway because the crank arm's different. But you and David Piglet said that you didn't have to, didn't you, or something?
Well, didn't you take them off? Didn't you take them off one bike and put them on your what bike?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to calibrate them.
So
That was it,
I haven't calibrated mine in probably 2 years now.
And once they're on the bike, they've got auto calibrate. So as long as your bike's on the trainer and upright, they'll calibrate properly then.
yeah.
It's basically because you're untorquing them. So the Asiomas are smart enough to work out that when you tighten them up and then you just do one calibrate, they know the torque. I don't know, not sure what it is, but the old shit pedals, every time you calibrate, you have to get a torque wrench and make sure that they're the right torque.
Garmin's,
Yeah.
The Garmin's are a nightmare. 28 Newton meters or something ridiculous.
Yeah. So that's
and you couldn't buy the bit. You had to buy a crow's foot separately.
Yeah.
To fit in the fucking gap.
So that's what the same
Do you
thing with the
know what they
Asiomas
mean?
is when you take them off and tighten them up, because you're not tightening them exactly the same as before, you got to then calibrate them.
Yeah. I've only ever done them hand tight now anyway after the blowtorch incident. I'm never using an Allen key ever again.
Yeah, you always put shitloads of grease on after that happens.
I do know. I've got like lithium something grease or something like. I'm just absolutely caking it, it's dripping on the floor.
That reminds me, I should take my pedals off soon because I haven't taken them off for a while.
Yeah, I crack.
Yeah,
I do it once a month now, just in case. It's like with the tubeless tyres. People told me that I needed to go and spin them every now and again because of the fluid. I'm going to have to remember to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You can't have them sit in the shed for one year with the spiders.
Yeah.
And actually, depending if it's the endurance or performance, it doesn't last that long if it's a performance stuff. It will just go hard in there. So if you let them down fully and squeeze all around, you just feel a right bollock up there somewhere, which will be your sealant not doing its job. You have to at some point change.
You can YouTube how to do that. How do I check my right bollock?
Yeah. Would they, is about this time next week good for you again, Ben, or do you want it a bit sooner, a bit earlier, a bit later?
No, this is fine because I basically get off, have a bit of dinner, and then go and roll around the whatever Bologna is until I get dropped on the climb, and then sit with the D's. That was a good ride last night. I smashed myself to the climb, and I was like, what the hell am I going to do the climb hard for? I don't give a crap about GC.
I saw you doing like 5 at the start of the epic, and if that, I'd have been just doing like 3.2 or something.
I just didn't want to get dropped. I just want I'm not going to lose to Telfer.
Yeah.
I knew he'd kick my ass once he got to the out.
I thought he was being sarcastic with his comment when he was like, I'll pull for a bit, Ben. But at least he come across as sincere in the end.
No, he's really strong. Like, he did the TT and absolutely smashed me in the TT. That's why I knew once we got to the Alp, he'd just ride away. But I was like, no, I'll just stick with him to the Alp and then wave him goodbye. He's given me a good 2 or 3 minutes, so I can go slow, but at least I get to the Alp quicker.
I thought you said it only went to turn 7 or something.
I thought it did, because if you look on the Zwift Power, it shows it going like 600 metres. Doesn't show like 1,000 metre. You look on the thing and it says 600 metres at the top. I was like, oh, great. It's like the other race we did. And then I looked at the distance to go in the jungle. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Right, chaps. I've got to shoot because I've got to make a phone call. You fancy doing an early one in the morning, Piglet?
I'll see. I might be going outside. I might not.
Okay. I only say just because it's my daughter's birthday party at I've got to be ready for 9, but I did see the 100-kilometre kiss race at 6 a.m. So I was like, I don't know when. I might jump in now. I won't have time for big foothills.
I can see the chat.
No.
6 a.m.
I know, it's early, and it. Oh, if I don't,
I'll just let them chat and talk to each
I
other.
can't have a day off already.
Yeah, no chat to that. Smash yourself in the face.
Well, then I'm kind of like, I want to chill a bit because I want to be a bit better than this in Champs-Elysees. I love that course. It's my favourite. It's my favourite course, Champs-Elysees, and I very rarely do it, so I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of self-indulgent when I chose that course. Nick was like, Legends and Lava, choose that one. Now, Champs-Elysees, I'll do. One.
That's Monday, isn't it?
Yes, that's 2 days from now. I think the team is me, you, Gunnar, Tobias, and Pete.
Yeah, cool. I want to keep
So,
remembering this.
Tobias is strong, so Tobias is like, obviously he's like Gunnar, like if you three went off the front, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah, Tobias, yeah, is like, Gunner or Telfer.
A lot of power.
Yeah, it's just raw.
I didn't realise he was so big because, like, I've raced against him before, but then I've not really paid attention to details and stuff. And then I had a quick look at his Zwift power when we're going to join up. It's like, holy crap, yeah, he is tall. He's not Pete tall, but he's not average height.
No, it's just weird. It's just I was like, do you want to ride in the? Do you fancy it? Because obviously we were speaking about riding together for a while. Then you just sent a picture of a mountain. I was like, I don't think you're going to be riding up there, mate. You're going to need to come back.
He's doing altitude training.
Yeah. He'll come back and still smash us, smash me, even though he's been in a mountain for 3 years. So, sound chaps. Thank you very much. I might see you in the morning then, Piglet.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
I'll
I
get
shall
it
let
off.
you know.
I'm going to have some
Sound.
dinner.
Best of luck in your
Nice one,
below
boys.
your bed.
Yeah, I might
Cheers, well done, chaps.
have a good
Later
day.
on.
Cheers, bye bye.
Cheers.
Catch out.
All right, podcast is over, guys. I've got to go and have some dinner. Get ready. Might have to change my jersey. I don't think I've got time to dry this one off. Gonna have bad cafe legs for Bologna.